It's never an easy topic to discuss, but it is so important. Having an estate plan when something goes wrong can help your family through hard times.
That's right. Today we are here with Covington Dismukes, and I love that you focus on estate planning, probate, legal services. So why is it so important for us to think about these things?
So an estate plan is a set of instructions that you leave your loved ones if something were to happen to you, like death or incapacitation. And really, that is the best definition for it. You're going to leave your family knowing that, with them knowing exactly what you want to have happen in those events.
Exactly. And some people out there might be wondering, do I need it? But you say everyone needs one.
Truly, if you own any assets, I do believe you need an estate plan, especially though if you are a business owner or you have a family, whether that's a spouse, a child, someone you've adopted, whether that's you taking care of an elderly parent or other relative. You want to make sure that there is a plan in place if something were to happen to you, and whether that means that someone continuing on your business if you are incapacitated, like coma, stroke, Alzheimer's, dementia, or if it's all of a sudden passing away. You don't want things to just come to a halt, and that estate plan prevents that from happening.
There's so many online companies that have popped up offering legal services. Why would you recommend going with an attorney face-to-face versus, going online and trying to sign up for services?
Sure. Truly, an estate planning attorney knows what to look out for. We know what kind of questions to ask, what intricacies in your family to be looking for. You could have anything from a child that may need a little bit more direction in handling money or running a business. Also, when you have something happen to you with death or incapacitation, that's not really the most ideal time for your loved ones to go interview an attorney and find someone to work with. If you've already met with an estate planner, you have already told them everything there is to know about your life, your assets, your business, and your family can come in and say, okay, I'm not starting from scratch. You know about my family and where I'm headed, and you can tell me what to do next.
Very good. And I know that that bottom bullet point is that when you have children or a spouse, I know that my mother told me, that's why we created our estate plan, is because it gave them peace of mind for us as children moving forward. But I know what's really cool about your job is that you take this personally. You say that you want to help families during and before hard times hit.
Correct. I mean, it's very difficult for your loved one to come in and say, I have no clue what my parents were wanting, and that they're already dealing with whatever the situation is that's happened to you. So I think the way I plan is, how would I want someone taking care of my family? What kind of questions would I be asking for my family? What would I want to have in place? And I treat my clients like they are family. I never oversell. There's definitely things I could do to have a really fancy estate plan. I try not to do that. I try to say, this is really what you need. Let's start with where you're comfortable, and just have something in place in general, and we can work through it over time, because lives change, things change, and if we start with the basics, we can talk more in depth over time, and then we have no worries when something does happen.
So what would you recommend as maybe the top 3 things to consider with getting started on something like this for people who have no clue how to even get started?
Absolutely. Really just starting to find that attorney that you're going to talk to, and let the attorney guide you. When you can present an attorney saying, here's what I have. Maybe I own rental properties. Maybe I own businesses. Maybe I don't own a business, but my family does, and one day that's going to pass down to me, and maybe I do want to continue it. Maybe I don't. Where do I begin? Or just making sure that, with your kids or your spouse, that they know what you would want to have happen to you if you are in a critical medical condition or something of that nature. But having just basic documents, whether that be just a last will and testament, a healthcare power of attorney, a durable power of attorney that covers business and financial decisions, and an advanced care directive, those 4 items are really the bare minimum I like to give my clients.
Great. That's such a great starting point. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
All right, Dismukes Law is giving a 10% discount for clients that mention Local on 2 through the end of the year. Their website is right there on your screen, dismukeslaw.com. So very important. Thank you so much.